Hello and welcome to Mind Muscle class. This class is called Touch Your Toes, or the Touch Your Toes class. We're basically testing all of today the ability to close this angle as best as you can. Hip flexion, compression, hamstring length, low ab strength. It's all going to get tested today. We're going to start today. My class we took pictures from a profile of each person in the following position. Knees locked out. This is going to happen a lot today. Knees are locked. You're going to just reach forward as much as you can. You're going to note your knuckles to the floor. Do not bend your knee. It's really tempting, and I'd say half my class is like, oh yeah, I'm good here. No, keep it. Just go to where you can go to. Snap a quick photo, and then carry on with this class. For your first set or your first piece, we're going to do wiggle walks. You're going to sit up nice and tall. I'm trying to use my hip flexors to pull myself into this position. Hands go behind the back, and then I'm going to take a step. I'm thinking about pulling this hip back, pulling this hip back, this hip back, this hip back. As I stay tall, and we're going to work for 30 seconds. At the 15-second mark, stay as tall as you can. You're going to work backwards. Okay? You should feel your sit bones doing the work or touching the ground. See how much space you can get between each and try not to excessive. Wiggle walk with a half kneeling reach back. We've spent a little time squeezing this. Now we're going to try to open it. Knee goes on the ground. This butt cheek, whatever side you start on, it's got to be squeezed hard. Then, take as wide a grip as you need, reach up, squeeze, and begin to reach back. From here, I'm taking deep breaths as I squeeze back butt cheek, reach my PVC to the wall behind me, and try to lift my sternum more to the ceiling. You'll hold that position for 30 seconds on the left, and then switch, do 30 seconds on the right. You'll complete both those exercises for 2 sets. That is part A. From there, part B. We're going to go elephant walks, paired with some squat compression. So, for the elephant walk, I want you guys to try to use a PVC or a rolled up shirt. Doesn't matter, just something that you can squeeze between your torso and your thighs. Here, I'm squeezing the PVC in that space. I'm going to have the knees bent in order to accomplish that. Coach Kim, if you could not walk through this filming, it would be lovely. Jesus, can you believe her? Honestly. Okay, from here, I'm going to straighten one leg. You guys can have a target, maybe a kettlebell works, just something to hold on to in front of you. Okay, so knees bent, PVC squeezed. Now I'm going to try to extend one knee without losing the PVC. Oh, I'm losing it. That's hard. Okay, so extend one knee, don't lose the PVC. Rebend. Extend one knee, don't lose the PVC. Rebend. If you're like the PVC is just falling all over the place, the point compression as you extend the other leg. So what I don't want to see is for you to do this, turn out of the stretch. You're going to feel a really intense stretch in the hamstring of the leg that you're extending, and you're going to have to fight with the quad on that same side. You're going to fourth for 60 seconds, holding the stretch position for 1 to 2 seconds. So hold it, rebend, reset, extend, hold it, rebend, etc. For that with squat, compression, 8 count. One of my favorite tools as of late, you're going to your back. What we're going to test is how much you can lift your knees to your chest while keeping your tailbone on the floor. Together. So knees together. This is how high I can currently lift my knees to my chest with my tailbone on the floor. I can go further, but this means tailbone comes up. I don't want that. Now, with the knees as close to me as possible, here they are. I can have my hands as a guide. I'm going to try to extend my leg and try to pull knee, we come back to our previous position. Step 4, we come back down. You'll do them 1,000 per position. So I go squeeze 1,000, end 1,000, return. 1 rep. You're going to do 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000 in each. Just relax and bring the feet down. Lost, then bring the feet to the floor. Those exercises, you do times. The elephant walk counts. 60 seconds on the elephant walk and 8 reps of that 4-count squat compression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 times. Okay, working sets, a little more working sets. We're going to go overcoming isometrics and long lunge holds. Overcoming isometrics. This is half a neurological trick and half the hardest compression low ab exercise you've ever done. Neurological trick because working hard on this side of your joint will actually open up or relax the backside such that you can reach further. And I'll show you right now. If I reach up really tall and I fold forward, this is where I can currently reach to. I'm giving my best effort. I can reach to behind my heel. Okay? What I'm going to do is maybe back off a little bit. I'm going to push through the floor and try to lift my legs up against an immovable force. So this is just a 10-pound plate. You won't need much when you're this deep in the stretch. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds. So take a breath in. Fight 5, 4. Try to lift it. 3, 2, 1. As soon as I'm done, I relax. I reach further forward. And look, now I can reach in line with my heel. Now I take my next set. 5 seconds again. 5, 4. I'm fighting the lift, pushing into the floor. 2, 1. I relax. I reach further forward again. You'll do 3 5-second contractions. Each time, immediately after the contraction ends, you reach further forward. Do it again. Reach further forward. Once you do your third, remove the plate. Find an area where you can push through the floor and still lift your legs, but not back here where you can lift them real high. I want you to work closer to your end range. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The knees don't bend. You're going to feel a lot of work happening here. That is the overcoming isometric complex. You will do it 1 time. It's 3 5-second contractions, reaching after each one, followed by 5 pike pulses or pike lifts. We're going to pair that, lucky for you, with a hip opener. You'll get some length in the hamstring as well with this. We've done before in this class long lunge holds. This is just like long lunge hold, but it's called a straight leg lunge hold. As you guessed, your front leg is going to be straight. So, to show you the original long lunge hold, you get a deep split lunge, tuck your back toe under, square your hips, and extend your back knee. I didn't get taller there, I got longer. Okay? That's the move, but now, before you do that, you're going to straighten the front knee. Now, extend the back leg, extend the back knee, try not to get taller. And if you can wiggle this one forward without turning open, go for it. You're going to hold here for 30 seconds, intense hamstring stretch going on, squeezing back butt cheek and trying to help yourself as little as possible with the PVCs. The last note or detail is that my shoulders are stacked over my hips. I want to be squeezing this quad just like I have been all class, pulling myself like I would to pull myself deeper. If you get here and you're like, this is easy peasy, then keep inching forward. If you can be in an active split with the front leg straight and the back knee just hovering over the ground, great. That's where you can hold for 30 seconds. Otherwise, just do your best. Get as deep as possible to feel that stretch. Those 2 exercises paired back to back for 3 sets will make up your section C or C1. Now, working sets here. We're going to go pike squats and cross-legged kettlebell side bends. So we're getting more compression and flexion, just like we're testing, right? We're going to be working on this for the next few weeks. You'll get plenty of variety throughout the classes, but This will be our focus. At least you'll see it in 1 or 2 exercises each class. The Pike Squats, you'll start with the kettlebell, like so. You're going to bend your knees just like we did in the elephant walk, and it is effectively the same idea, except now you have a weight to help pull you down. You're going to, from here, extend your legs and try to keep the kettlebell as close to the ground as possible. So I'm extending, trying not to lose or lift the kettlebell as I do it. I'm going to hold 1, 2, relax, lower the kettlebell a bit more. Take a breath, extend, hold it, 1, 2, bend, bring it back down. Take a breath, 1, 2, bend, etc. At the end of the set, you can drop your kettlebell. You don't need to curl it back up. You're going to pair that pike squat with cross-legged kettlebell side bend. These are one of my favorite moves for opening up lateral side. Talk a lot about how in CrossFit we mostly move back, up and down, but rarely side to side. So this move is one of my favorites for strengthening and lengthening that lateral aspect. So kettlebell's in my right hand, cross it over, right leg goes over, and then I also lean to the right. Find this first, where you're like, okay, I can get a stretch in the side of my hip. Good, take some breaths there. Notice that I'm turning my chest towards you. I'm not hiding my chest or bringing the kettlebell excessively forward. I want it to be right by my side. Once you can feel the stretch, we're going to up the ante a little bit. You're going to go fingertips behind the ears, then lean to that side. Reach with the elbow towards the ceiling. Reach with the kettlebell towards the floor. Take some deep breaths. And try to build space with each breath. Try not to try to show the logo of your shirt towards the front. Once 30 seconds have elapsed, come on out or drop your kettlebell. Take a breath, do the other side.